Now, youth unemployment remains at a high in the country. Lack of experience and skills are among the driving factors. To assist in addressing this problem, the TVET College's Strategic Industry Partnership Summit has been launched. It will discuss how government can partner with the private sector to create workplace experience opportunities for young people. Monique Mortlock, our reporter in Cape Town, has been attending the gathering at the Cape Town Convention Centre. She's joining us now from our studios just to give us an update about the purpose of this summit. Good afternoon, Monique. So why the summit?
The summit is basically to strengthen existing partnerships between employers in the private sector, in the public sector, and with TVET colleges, and to also create new partnerships. And a little later tonight, there's going to be a gala dinner in which awards will be given to TVET colleges that have created or that have the most number of partnerships for work placements for their students. Employers will also be rewarded at tonight's gala dinner. And basically, Minister Bladen Zimande was saying that besides this, building those partnerships, he also made the call for employers, for all of those delegates at the summit, to create even more internships, apprenticeships at their places of work for these students to actually be able to get the necessary experience that they want. Let's just take a listen to the Minister.
I also wish to upfront call upon all employers to open their workplaces for the placement of both TVET college students, as well as to give workplace exposure to TVET college lecturers, so that what is taught is relevant and also needed by industry. I was informed this morning, for instance, that the National Association or Federation of Building Industry, NAVB, has actually 270 college lecturers who are in their workplaces, who are being trained and understand what industry is doing today, not yesterday, the technologies that are being used. That's a huge contribution. We wish to thank you for that, as well as other employers who are actually doing the same. The primary aim of these placements is to assist in that most important transition for our youth, transition from learning to working. It's crucial because if we miss this transition, most of our students remain trapped in poverty. If they are able to successfully transition from learning to working, they give themselves a chance to have a better life for themselves and for their families, also contributing to our own country's economic development.
So now we get an idea of the real purpose of what's going on. What's the plan then to create more work opportunities or placements?
When I was speaking to the Minister after his address, I asked him whether this summit, as it's an inaugural event of its kind, whether this will be repeated year in after this, especially because government made the commitment at the start of this year to create 10,000 work placements for TVET students. And the Minister says he's very serious about this, and he said that while the summit doesn't necessarily have to take place every year in order for these partnerships to take place, but he would like to see incentives being given to TVET colleges, to those institutions, to basically urge them or encourage them to create more of these work placements, to create these partnerships with businesses. And he also said that for businesses as well, to incentivize businesses to open up work placements for students. He said that those who are unable to pay interns or apprentices any amount of a stipend, government will then step in to help to provide that a stipend if that is the stumbling block or the only obstacle stopping employers from bringing in students. There was also something interesting he mentioned regarding a proposal he wants to make to President Cyril Ramaphosa following the President's address, where he outlined government's plan to address the energy crisis. Let's just take a listen.
To support the president, I want a plan that I'm going to go and say, President, you know you announced these things. Do you know what we've done? Here is a plan that every load shedding moment must be a training space. Not because we love load shedding. I have a son who is a pilot. Many instances I find him watching videos on airplane crashes. And I ask him, you're a pilot, you fly every day. Why are we watching this horrible thing of crashes? He says, no, Dad, it's easy. I'm learning about what not to do. So with load shedding, we are learning about how not to run an electricity company. And usually that becomes the best training space. Now, I want to say also that our Department of Science and Innovation is already part of the team that is led by the DG in the presidency to deal with the crisis at ESCOM. And our DHT, we have agreed with our DG that is going to be part of this. But I can call upon the DG to help. Without all of you who are here, TVET colleges, sitters, employers, committing to support training using load shedding as a training space, we are not going to realize that.
Finally, Monique, you said tonight is going to be an awards dinner, but is this a one-day affair, this inaugural summit? Is it just today?
No, Dan, it will be taking place tomorrow as well at the CTICC. Tomorrow will be the final day, and tomorrow's theme will be around gender-based violence and femicide, and how colleges are dealing with it, how they should be dealing with it, which policies they should be putting into place, and also how the private sector also fits in with tackling this very serious issue. At tonight's gala dinner, I forgot to mention that there will also be a pledge being signed by businesses, by delegates, and with colleges. Basically, this pledge is to say that we agree or we commit ourselves to creating more job opportunities, to creating more internships, apprenticeships, work placements at our place of business, to help tackle the youth unemployment rate, and to help graduates just find their feet in the working world.
Okay, thank you very much, Monique Mortlock, for that update. Sounds like it's a brilliant initiative. Hopefully, it will continue being implemented properly and bring up the benefits and create that little dent, maybe make that little dent on these record high youth unemployment in the country.